Okay, so our today's agenda is SOQL and SOSL. The they both are query languages by which like by using those queries we can find records in our Salesforce database. So SOQL is the full form of SOQL is Salesforce Query Object Query Language. Salesforce Object Query Language. So it is same like the SQL if you might know about it or not. So it's a very famous language called SQL. So it is same like that, but there are some like differences between SQL and SOQL. So SOQL doesn't have that star statement which we use generally in SQL, like select star and it will select all the records from that particular table in the database. But in SOQL it will not select. So we have this governor limits thing. So for that we have to specify the field name, which field we want to retrieve. Like if I'm gonna use, if I'm gonna like is in this picture you can see, if I want to fetch only name, then I have to give that API name of that field. Like I want to fetch name and I want to fetch email, then select name, email, phone, whichever field you want to fetch, those you have to mention. Then we will write select name, email, phone from object name, and then we can like use that where condition, and we can limit and all those things we can use, which we use in SQL. But yeah, those join thing also we can't use. We can't join to both thing, but we have inner queries for those. If there is multiple, like here it's uh, written here. So when we use SOQL, when we know that we are going to fetch data from one object or where our data resides, like in which object our data is there in resides in Salesforce database. So if we know the data object name, then we go for SOQL. There is another query is SOSL, which is a Salesforce object search language. So if we don't know where our data resides, in which object our data resides, then we have to go for that, because that can like search from any every it will search from entire Salesforce your org, and it will fetch you the data. For that we use that one SOSL. But if we even know the name of an object, like I want to fetch records from account, or I want to fetch records from uh, student object, then we have to specify the name, and then we will go for SOQL. So we know object also, if like we have a student object and teacher and subject, those both object also relation have relation with this student object, then we can search the student, we can search the teachers from the student, we can search the subject from student, like we can search parents as well as the child. But we can't search like if there is no relation between, like if there is no relation between account and student, then we can't search account from student, or we can't search student from account. So that we can't do here. But if we have like requirement like that, then we'll go for SOSL. So we must know the name of object, we must know like relation, if we are going to fetch records from relational, so that we can go for that. And we can like fetch count of number of records, like how many records are there, we can fetch the count as well. We can sort in this SQL query, we can retrieve data like any number of, like number, date, checkbox, anything we can retrieve. So this is SOQL, and it will return a like a object or a list of records from a particular object. It will return a records list of records, and SOSL will return a field type. So it will return field type. So let me go and quickly create a query. So this is our org, and this is our, yeah, developer console. So we have written this much. Let me remove this first. I'm not going to use that. Okay. So assume that I'm gonna, so I have to return, I have to fetch some records from account. So how will I return? So first of all, I have to, like, we should know that what kind of thing, like what kind of return type of that SOQL. So what is the return type SOQL is list of records. So for that, like if I know the so we have a data type called account here. Account itself is a data type, like I already told in our last class that account s object, we can use s object as a data type. So here, like list of records. So which records? Account records. What I want to fetch, list of records is equal to, we can even create a new list, or we can simply use this this box to return query, and inside this box we can write like select, and we can't use this star here, select star from. So in SQL it will fetch all the fields from that table, but here we can't use that. We have to give a specific name. So let me go and paste name, phone, email from account. Here we have to give the name of object. If it is a student or any a custom object, then we have to use this one. But this is a standard object, so we don't have this. So this is the query. So it will fetch all the records from account, and it will assign. So here I forgot one thing. Account list. Here I have to give the name. Here I have to assign this parameter name. So I have what I have done is I have searched name, phone, and email from this account object, and I have assigned. So it will return the list of records. So list of all the records from account. Which will returning name, phone, and email, and it will return list of account, and it will store in this object, in this list. So account list will store all the. So we don't have this. Actually, I have a error. So I don't. We don't have email field over here. We should know which field we are going to return. So we should. So all those field, if there is an error inside that, so we can know that like this field is not available. So right now we don't have error. So let me go and search, and so it will fetch all the account from that. Now system.debug accounts and account list. So it was in our, let me go and open anonymous window and type here. Let me go and execute this, and it will return the list of account. I have debugged this, so let me go and click debug, and see here it return the list of account. The list start from this, so accounts space and that list of accounts. So account one is equal to, the name is Jane Point on this, and then ID. It will return the ID as well, and then this closes here. So it will return all this field only. By default, it will return ID. If you will go, if you will give the ID here, like if you will specify ID here or not, like we can specify this one also, but if you don't specify, then by default it will return the ID. It will return ID, phone, and account name, and then it will return from, it will go for next record. So that's how this SQL work. We can also use limits, like if I want to give limits here, limit 2, then it will return only 2. Let's go and give limit here. if I'll execute this, so it will return only two records. So first one is this, and then second one is this. So that's how we can limit that, and the limit of the record should be like it will in SQL there is a governor limits. We can't fetch more than 50,000 records. So there is a limit, and the SOQL total number of limit is 200 in synchronous call. So that's how we can write SQL. We can use like where condition if you want to like where name is equal to what was the name? Let me go and copy from here. Okay, so this is the name. It should return that particular account only. So I have used this where condition. So what it will do is it will go and it will fetch name and phone from account where name is equal to gen point. So it will go and check if there is a name available gen point, then it will return. Otherwise, it will not return. So that's how we can apply that where condition. We can we can give the list of records also we can use in. So here it return. So there is a two account object which have that same name gen point, and this is also have the gen point. So it return that it doesn't have this phone number because there may not have any value inside there. So it didn't return that. So that's how we can use the where condition. We can even use like if we have a list of ID we have a list of ID of account list is equal to new list of ID. Like if we have a list of ID and there are so many IDs available in this list, then we can use in statement to return on iterate via this. So name in. Simply we will use this and it will return all the accounts which have this which have ID from this list. So we can use this in operator here as well, and we can also in SOQL we can also use inner queries let's say if we have account and there are related contacts available. So let's say I want to fetch contact as well. So how this inner query will look like, it will go. So here I'll return like select ID, name, and then again I have to use comma because I'm going to fetch another record from contact. Here I will write again select statement, select ID for first name, last name. So we don't have name field in context. So we have only first name, last name. We'll face that from contacts. So we have to use this one. So as I already know that account this contact have that relational field. Here we have to use this as because there I'll show you inside this. Let me go to setup. So there is a relationship field name available in Salesforce which we can change, which we can give while creating relationship between object. So we have to use that only inside inner queries. So if we are going to use inner query while like fetching children records, so then we have to use that relationship field. So let me show you that relationship for this relationship field for this contact. So we have this object called contact, and account is a parent object of this contact. So let me show you the relational field. Okay, so here are the field and relationship. So Lightning, how it will work like this? We have to go to Object Manager, and there will be field and relationship, and you can find all those fields which are available inside in object. So we have this account name. So this is the lookup to this account. So let me go and show you the name of relationship field. All the standard object will have a child. So this is the child relationship name. So here you can see the child relationship name, context available. So we have to use context whenever we are going to use this inner query. So every time when we are going to use this inner query, then we have to use this relationship, child relationship field only. So let me go and show you how it will work first, and then I'll show you for the custom object. Okay. Okay, so here what it has written, like it has written like account, and then is this account, it has ID, name, and it doesn't have context. So so which one have context? So let me write here. Actually, we have this query editor over here as well inside this developer console only. So let me write here so that you will get to know more. Here it will return in a table, so that so I have written this s like id, this one only, SOQL id, name, and then inner query where is id, first name, last name, from context, from account. So I'll give limit 10, and then I'll execute from here, and it will so here it will return this id, then name of the account, and the context. So what it has written, ID of this contact, and then first name is Edna, and the last name is Frank. So it will return a map of contact. It will so what if you are using this inner query inside a SQL, then it will return a map of object. So it will give the ID of this. So key will be the ID of this account, and the value will key will be this account, and the value will be the contact. So in this contact there will be the map of ID and then all the records. So that's how it will return if you are using inner query. So if like we have custom object also, so I'll show you how to change that relationship field. We have student object. So student is a student. Student is a real child or what? Okay. So student is not a child, I guess. College is a child. Let me go and save you. So this relationship field will be available in college only. You will be sorry, in you will it will be available in the child object only. So if this college object is a child of this student and the teacher. So for both of this object you can create a relationship field inside that particular that field only. So here we have created this master detail, and here we have given this child. So by default it will not ask you every time when you are going to create any relationship field inside any object, then it will not ask you to give this relationship field. It will create by default, but you will have a option to change that one also when while you are creating, and you can also change later whenever you want. So I can edit from here, I can change like this, and uh, keep in mind that if we are using, so here it is the relationship, so I can change anything from here. So whenever we are using this inner query, we have to, so while with this custom object, so let me search from custom object. So I'm searching from which is the student. Okay. student and underscore C. I'll remove this limit for now. And what is the child? Child is college. So this is our this one. So I have used this one relationship field here, but it will give you the error. Why? Because let me see this. Why it will give you error? Let me show you this one. So this is the error. It will give you this error so that you can read like didn't understand relationship colleges because you have seen that name of colleges because this it will show you the so you have used this colleges as a child relationship field, but you forgot to give if this is a custom object, so you have to mention underscore r after this relationship name, then only it will get in a standard object we don't need to write anything while fetching data or while using the inner query, but if you are using custom object then we have to use underscore r. So what it will give you this, so what it will understand is, so underscore r is a relational, so it will go and check this, okay, this is the relationship field, and it will search colleges in a relationship field and it will fetch from that. So this is written here, be sure to append the underscore r after the custom relationship name. So let me go and execute now and it will execute. So this is our this student name, Abhishek Samir, science one, artist arts one, and that this is our college, so it will return like this. So that's how this SOQL work, and there are some governor limits which we have to follow. So you can go through with some links which I have already given in this 50. You can go through once with that, and yeah, this is SOQL. And now we so any query, any question on that till now SOQL? Okay, so okay, so our next is topic is SOSL. So as I already mentioned that SOSL is a source for subject search language, and it is same like Apache Lucene. You if you have might heard about it or not, I don't have any idea, but this is same like Apache Lucene. So Apache Lucene, this will it will also search like this. It will search a text, particular text which you have to provide, and it will search from all the database. So SOSL also similar to that, and it will search from all the database inside Salesforce, and it will return a list of object. Okay, so this return type of this SOSL is list of object. So that's how we can write this SOQL. So this is the syntax of this SOSL, sorry. So we have to assign this list of object, and then it will return. You can write like find, and this is the syntax. Like we will not use select here. Select will be for SOQL, and that find will be for SOSL. So we have to use this find, and then we have to write this a text what we are going to search, like test, or so here it is searching map, and then star. So we can use star like if we are going to fetch records which contain map at the beginning. So in all fields, like every field, it will search in all field. You can give that in name field, you can give an in email field, like that. And if you use all field, then it will search this map which contain like map in the beginning of this of the name. So every it will go and search in every field which contain map at the beginning. Like if I am having a name field which have a value mapping, then it will search and it will return this that field because it have map uh, in the beginning of that name. So this is we can search, like if we can give any whatever we want to search, we can give, like in Google search box we use, we find anything, like we write anything, so it will search that particular word. If we write a, then it will search a result. If we write a c, then it will search a c. If we write more, then it will search more. So that's how this SOSL works. And you can use this star if you want. If you don't know the full name, like my name is Aladdin, and if you don't know the correct spelling, then you can use al and star, then it will return all the value, all the records which having this al as a beginning value in their name or any field. And that's how you can use star in the you can use star in the beginning. So if you want to search any specific text, like map, so this map, if you want to search map which contain every, like you don't know where it contain, like in beginning or in the end or in the middle, if you don't know the exact position, you can write star map star. So you have to use this comma, and then you have to write like star map star. So it will search map word from all the field which contain map everywhere, like in map in the beginning and or middle. So it will search all those records. You can use only in the like beginning also, you can remove from here. So star map, it will search after the so it should have this map after or end of that particular name and return. Yeah,
Can we say it as a regular expression?
sorry.
Can we compare it to the regular expression? There is something called as a regular expression, where we can use a star, wildcards, or a square bracket slash. Means if you don't know any character,
Hmm.
uh, like that. Yeah, yeah.
So
Regular
whatever,
expression.
yeah, yeah. So in this column, in like comma, if we are using these commas, what it is having, like what we call is the, I'll call it comma. You get it, got it or not? Like I'm saying about this comma thing. Let me write this syntax over here.
Yeah,
Hello, yeah.
yeah, okay. Yeah.
I'll let me write it again here. So let me find list of object. So what to call this one? I semicolon, or no, no, it's not semicolon, I guess. So in this, if we write anything like I want to search for test, then I'll write call like this. So it will search this test from all the value. If you write anything like this or like this, then it will search this particular word in all the field, and it will return you. So you can use anything. If you don't know exact what is the name, so if you don't know the name, then you should know the object. For that you have to use SOQL. If you don't know the object, then you should know the correct name or the word which you are going to search. So let's say we have a example, like we are going to search a as I we don't know from where we are going to search, but we have to search a word like who is the prime minister of UK. We don't know, like I don't know there is a prime minister or not, but this is the example, like we want to search a prime minister of UK, who is the prime minister of UK, and we will write this in Google. We don't know, or we don't know so here I am giving the UK as well. So if you are not you don't know from where you want to search, So you can write like who is the prime minister. So from Google, it will give you all the return. It will give you the list of prime minister. It can give you the list of prime minister from all the countries. So that's how this SOSL work. So if you don't know where you are going to search, then you just type like I am going to search test returning all field, returning all fields, and then you have to specify the name of the object. Sorry, you have to specify, yeah, if you are going to search from object, if you are you can give the name of the object, you can give the name of the fields if like as well, if you know like if you know the name of like if you know that this test I'm going to fetch from account, contact, and opportunity and lead. So here I have written this one, so account. So I don't know in which object this map is available, whether it is in account or in contact or opportunity or lead. You can simply write find a map in all fields returning account. So I have used this returning before. This should not come here. This should not come. This should come here. So it will find this map in all the fields returning account. So if you have to mention this returning where you are going to search, so you can give all the object name. So you don't know in which object this map is like resides, like in account or contact or opportunity and lead, and you have given all the name of object. So you can give these name by using this comma. So account, then I have so here I have used this ID and name, but you can you if you don't want to use ID name, it will return all the fields. If you want to give any specific field like from name only it should search, then you can give that name or ID. So I have used this one. And if you don't want to specify any field, so you can simply use the name of this object. That's how it is written here in contact and opportunity and lead, and it will return all the fields which have this map as a start. So beginning name in there, all the fields, and it will return the list of object. And you can simply use your use this search list, and you can assign those list from this list of object to particular account. So that's how you can use list. You can separate those objects. So account I have separating with this value, contacts, and then opportunities and leads. So this is something like it will be a array of the objects. So account will be on the 0 index, contact will be on the first index, opportunity will be on the second, and search list this lead will be on the third. So you know the indexing in the array, so it will start from 0 and it will not start from 1 actually. So the 0 will contain all the account, 1 will contain contact, 2 will contain opportunity, and 3 will contain lead. So that's how we can separate all those objects. Let me go and give you another example here. So find test in all fields, in all fields returning. If you like, if I'm going to return from account, contact, student underscore c, college underscore c, opportunity. Okay, okay, I have not used this one. So it will store the list of account of the list of object of account, contact, student, college, and opportunity, and it will return the array of all the object. Then we can separate those in by using like this. But for now, like I'll go and search over here. Okay, so here we should, I guess, in this query like query editor, we can use SOSL. I am not use, but we can use. I think search term must be enclosed in braces. Okay, so this we have to use in this so query editor. We have to use this braces, but in our apex or trigger we can use this colon. So what it has written is opportunity. So only opportunity has this test value. If I'll return uh, Jane, then star, then it should return account also. So yeah, so it has written two. So if I want to search for a specific name, are you guys able to see or not? Let me, yeah. So this is my query, and I am returning account and name of account, because ID we can't see the name. That's how you can return some particular field. Yeah. So this Jane I'm searching. So it will return Jane point because I have used this star after this Jane, and it will search this. That name should start from Jane, but after this N, it can have anything. So it has two account, two contacts. So this Jane should have. So I have searched all fields. So this Edna Frank will not have this Jane in their name, but it can have this Jane in their address or any other field. So it has written this one. Opportunity, it written 21 because there might so it Jane point SLA have this Jane over here. This Burlington textile weaving plant generator. So it has Jane over here. So every word which start from this Jane, it will fetch and it will return. That's how this SOSL work. And you can return many as many number of field as many you want. So if you want to return email, phone from this opportunity, you can return or last. So email and phone. Email is not there in the opportunity. Phone should be there, I guess. Okay, phone also not there. From contact, you can use phone. In student, we have this email underscore C because it's a custom field. So we have not, so we don't have any student. So it has written this phone also because we have queried for this phone from contact. So that's how this SOSL also work. You can use SOSL in your apex where you don't know where you are going to find. So these are some differences between SOQL and SOSL. So the SOQL will return the list of records, but SOSL will return the list of your fields. So it will return the field, it will not return the record. So from those field you have to find record, and you have to separate all those object or list of object in your particular object data type. And SOQL will records are stored in a collection. So list of record will be there while returning SOQL. And but in SOSL it will return like a list of records, sorry, objects. And in SOQL all records are parenting. So in only single object you can use SOQL, where you are going to uh, like where you are going to fetch records from single object. But you can use relationship object also, but they should have related relationship like child or parent. But you have to query on a particular object. I have used that inside like query as well. Like I have used this one. Where it is account. Okay, I have used this as mm, okay. So here I have used inner query, but at the end I am searching from account only, and I have to use this here. I can only give this condition on this account. If I limit those, then it will limit on the account, and it will return all the contact which are related from this account. If there are multiple contacts which are not related with this account, then it will not return those. It will return only those contacts which are related for this particular account, which you are going to fetch here as well. So they should also match these list of name or ID which we are going to provide here. So that's how this will return in S object. In SOQL, it will you can query on that particular object, and but SOSL you can query on multiple object. So and yeah, so the table of a single object, it will return the table of single object. It will return the entire, or it will search in your entire org or database, and it will return the fields. So that these are some differences in SQL and SSL, and you can go through this trailhead pages of SQL and SSL, and you'll get more idea about it. So that's today's topic. Any query, any question on that?
No,
Yeah. Hello, Vijay. Yeah. Any question?
What is the difference between a map and a list?
Okay. So
It
you
is
know the.
from the, yeah. This is the question I have been asked, so that's why I'm putting again.
Oh, okay. So I already mentioned in our last call, but I'll tell you one thing.
Yeah.
You have used array in any language like Java or any other language.
Yes, yeah. In JavaScript and Java, I have used arrays.
So we have two type of array, like a single array which contain all the values, which can have duplicate or maybe unique. But there will be a another array. What's the name of that array? I don't know. That can have like key value pair. So what's the array? You know.
Map, list, and set
So that is that's
collections.
so
Col-
collection. Now I'm asking about the array type which contain key or value pair. In PHP,
uh,
let me search it.
Means actually this is the JSON type of array.
No, actually, that is something. So we have two type
Associative.
associative array. Okay,
Okay.
so I forgot the name. Associative array. We have associative array. So map is same like associative array. It will contain a key. So let me here only. I will tell you. So the map, what will contain is it will contain the key,
Okay.
and it will uh, set a fixed value for this particular key. So
Okay.
if you have one, like if you have serial number one, then if you want to set a like Abhishek for this one, then two, who is the what is the value of two? Then you return like you type this Sudeep is a two.
Okay.
Three, so Vijay is the value of 3. So it will set this key as a key, and this Abhishek as a this one as a key, and this Abhishek as a value. So Abhishek can, so this one can have multiple value as well. So Abhishek, Nandini, so it can have multiple values. Values can also duplicate. So you can also use like 4 and VJ. So
Okay.
values can be duplicate. Yeah,
Okay.
values can be duplicate, but this key should not change. So if you go and write 2 again, and if you write Aladdin, then it will remove this one, Sudeep, and it will
Okay.
set this Aladdin as a value of 2,
Okay.
because this, yeah, so this is same like associative array, and it will set a key and the value in that key. You can use the list of record as well, list of object, and you can use a single value or single parameter type, whatever, like integer or string or object or list of object or map of object. You can use map inside map, like list
Okay.
inside list you can use. So this is the so map is a key value pair of your collection data.
Okay.
Got it?
Yes. Yes. Yes, Saladin.
Okay. Any other query?
And how about the list? List can have a duplicates, no?
Yeah, list can have duplicates. So a list like this only. So it will have this Abhishek and Samir. So it is a list. So there can have duplicate as well. Like you can repeat Nandini. So
Okay.
it will have this duplicate value. But set, what set will do is set will just remove. So set will like it will initial like this map key of map. So if you are going to use set, then it will check this Abhishek, okay, Nandini, okay, Samir, okay. Then it will check this, okay, Nandini, we have Nandini already. So it will remove this Nandini, and it will return write this Nandini over there.
Okay. Set
Okay.
is the only way we can remove the duplicates, or is there another way?
It's a very simple way. Now we can, if there is a duplicates inside our list. So
Okay.
let's say we have a list one
Okay.
is this, and if we want to remove this Nandini because it is coming for 2 times, then we just go and simply use set and add, like first we have to assign a set and new set of this, then we can use set and add all, because if you are going to add a collection inside a collection, then we have to use add all. There is a
Okay.
function called add all. Then
Okay.
we simply use list one, and it what it will do is it will
Remove the.
insert, yeah, it will insert this list inside this set. So
Yeah.
it will go and insert this Abhishek. So Abhishek will be inserted. Then it will go and insert this Nandini. Nandini will be inserted. Samir will be inserted. Then it will go and search this. Okay, Nandini I already have inside this set. So it will go and update this value.
Yeah. Okay.
So this is the very simple way of removing duplicates.
Yes. Okay.
Any other query? Anyone else?
No.
Okay.
That's it.